the Netanyahu inner circle, Netanyahu's cabinet, was quote unquote dancing the hora when Trump won.
And going back to Mike Wagenheim, Mike, just in the past hour, the Trump team confirming the pick of Mike Waltz as the national security advisor. And I don't want to exaggerate and say that Israel, the government here, and its supporters are breathing a sigh of relief over these picks. But certainly, I think some of the concerns they had about the next administration have been eased by picking certainly these three, and especially Marco Rubio, Mike Waltz, people who have, for example, spoken with I-24 News just in recent months about their strong support of Israel and their concerns over Iran.
Not just breathing a sigh of relief, Colin. They're dancing the hora right now at the prime minister's office with these selections by Donald Trump. I mean, we were expecting some isolationists possibly in those positions, or maybe some who lean at least a little bit toward Trump's new foreign policy and the MAGA foreign policy. Hasn't been that case at all. I mean, Rubio and Mike Waltz are in the mold of old school Republicans on policy, both pro-Israel stalwarts to the hilt. They'll challenge anybody who views the situation otherwise. I mean, you couldn't have selected two better picks, I think, if you're sitting in the prime minister's office right now. And Elise Stefanik will be a firebrand at the United Nations. She already told Isaac Herzog in a meeting this morning that she'll have Israel's back there. And we didn't expect otherwise, but always good to hear that if you're within the Israeli government in a very problematic institution like the UN. By the way, Marco Rubio told us last Tuesday at Donald Trump's watch party on election night that he, with the Republicans taking over the Senate, not knowing then that he would be nominated likely for Secretary of State, he said that the Republican Senate should take up defunding more UN agencies that he feels are either in cahoots with Hamas or turn a blind eye to those terror organizations that operate in Gaza and elsewhere.
I love the vibe of I-24. It's like Jackie Mason's the anchor. The correspondent says Hamas. Like no one in U.S. media says Hamas, but there it is.
Maybe Jake Tapper. I think Jake Tapper does.
Oh yeah, it's like a code. It's like a secret handshake or something that you're on the side of Israel if you say Hamas. But there it is. I think that we're going to see a lot of those things come to pass. The Trump administration, Marco Rubio will try to destroy UNRWA. They'll defund it in the U.S. as they did in the first Trump administration. They'll do all of that. But there is a chance that Netanyahu will seek to end or find some exit ramp out of the Gaza quagmire and even Lebanon in order to deliver Trump a foreign policy win, in order to boost Trump, and that there's some kind of negotiation going on there. I think there is an outside chance. He did not want to give that to Biden, and Netanyahu clearly saw these wars as beneficial to Trump winning because it obviously depressed Biden's support from his base. Biden didn't care because he ideologically believed in it.